Hello, you're welcome. This is not the time for dilly-dallying. This is a time of home consciousness. Aku Rue Uno, ndị be anyị bi na Lagos, oge elue. Let us listen and do the needful. Oge anyị buru akụ anyị na-ebuga na mba ndị a, anyị na-ebuga ndị anyị na ha gbalụ na Lagos ma ebe dị iche iche. Ka uche anyị dị ya, we need to listen to the voice or the voices of conversation. You will now understand the wickedness of men and women. And you will now understand that the country has no leadership. And you now understand why our people has to do something that will help us. Not waiting on the governors or politicians. We must do the needful. Because enyelanye agugu isi. But I don't want to talk much on this video, but just listen to the horse's mouth. And when we come back, it's only a reaction video. We will continue on where we stop. Stay tuned.
More changes on name changes on street bus and street name changes. Any progress on that? Any more of those happening?
Actually, we have left the area of changing names. Now we are bringing down structures. About 19 gigantic structures were brought down in Alaba market, and there are video evidence. You see them lamenting, "Oh my God, we have been here for over 20 years. This and that, that and this." Well, we just said to them, we just want to know who owns Lagos.
It's not Alaba, it is a trade fair. And the patrons are Joe Ibokwe, the prominent Igbo people, Peter Obi, Ifan Yuba, the late Ifan Yuba, the Igbos that are the patrons of these particular places.
The owners of
demolished yesterday. Also in Jakande, do we even need to say all these things? Because we
yes.
More is coming.
Sasa.
More is coming. More is coming.
I need to understand
The documents, apart from being illegal, the documents they have. You were not on danger. Like when we played the song, Ubon the Maga.
Yes, you can hear from the horse's mouth what they are cooking. They talked about changing of names. If you know what is happening, that Nigeria is only existing in paper. That's why Awolowo says that Nigeria is just a geographical expression. There's no nation called Nigeria. That's truth. Because if you'll be asking yourself, the president is from Lagos, as he claimed to be, although he's not originally from Lagos, but he's under his watch. And being a Yoruba man, these things are happening in Lagos. So you ask yourself, what is actually happening? They started with changing of names. If you are not from that area in Lagos and your name happened to be named on the street, they will remove it and change a Yoruba name. Are you talking about a one nation or what? So, but now they're talking about taking properties and all those things. But I don't want to say much. Let's continue listening.
We're not on danger. Like when we play the song, Ubon the Maga. Maga is like somebody we have already, we have played. Somebody put it in the comment section. Somebody we don't see. Client. Somebody is putting it. That Maga, what we call Maga, is like a client. Igbos are our client. They are giving us this again is not your Maga.
So you heard what he said, Igbos are their clients. This is fellow Nigerians are now their clients. Because they happen to be a Yoruba speaking this thing. And because Lagos was meant to monopolize everything, so they are now talking down on their fellow Nigerians and saying, oh, the Igbos they're like their clients, they are using them anyhow, blah, blah, blah. So there's no nation that tolerate this except in Nigeria, a nation without leadership, a nation that the politicians has let down. So, but we will continue listening, and because this station or this channel is about justice, and we are, on very, very hard line on issue like this, tribalism. Listening.
They are giving us this again is not
Trying
your maga.
to not let trying to not let the victim understand that he's going to be a victim. So you don't use a word like
No, anybody who call maga is like a client. Mugu. Oh, Mugu. They are giving you the
Mugu
meaning.
is the victim, is the client that is actually for victim.
Isn't Mugu? Okay, what's like?
You have EFCC in Nigeria that's supposed to be fighting against this thing, and these people are talking about what they are doing using the government apparatus. Lagos state government, I don't know other places, but Lagos state government bulldozing people's property in a time the politicians, the APC under Tinubu has actually rendered people completely homeless, completely hunger. The people cannot feed themselves. The people that own businesses, their businesses are being demolished. There's no country that this thing can ever happen in the world except in Nigeria. The art of wickedness, and they are talking about 2027. You can't believe it. The same people. So who bewitched the country? That's what you ask yourself. You are looking for witches somewhere else, but the witches are already with you. I don't know what people are talking about. The art of wickedness is there to be taken. But let us continue listening to them as they continue to expose their wickedness. For those that are still foolish, not to understand the art of bigotry and madness of tribalism that is endemic in Nigeria, and the art of lawlessness and lack of leadership in the country, what is endangering a lot of lives and properties. Listen.
Okay, what's like? Okay, don't let me explain too much.
So
basically, a naive person. Somebody who doesn't know anything. Like
when you have somebody
naive, gullible. Yeah, gullible, Maga, you get it.
Yes, yeah. When you have somebody that is still in the process, you call him Maga. So Maga is still a client. When he has already fallen a victim, it becomes Mugu. So as a Maga, I'm still trying to trade my land. Like, I have 20 acres of land. So I'll be telling Zaza, Farabale, Kuda, this is my Maga. So Zaza will now relax. Dr. Yao will relax. As soon as I finish selling the land to you, instead of you going to Dr. Yao to now get proper documentation, Dr. Yao already understood the fact that you are a victim. So when you come into Dr.
Right.
He will tell you, oh, don't worry, this land is for industrial purposes, not for residential. But you can still have your house there. You will go ahead. At the end
so
of the day,
they played you basically.
that is it. So when you fall victim, you become Mugu. So now what I'm trying to tell you is that people will forever remain our Maga. There is law. The law.
Hello.
No. What's it called?
Island, do you have your speaker with you? I want you to search a song on YouTube. It says, Maga, don't pay.
Okay, you have heard from the horse's mouth. I don't want to talk much about this because we are going to do part 1, part 2, part 3, and so on. But what is that telling you? That a lot of people have had this before, but after they go back again and continue putting their money in a place that is not meant to be invested on. I'm telling you, Lagos is no for any right-thinking Nigeria. Except leave it for the Lagos people that think they are Lagosians. Let them continue and see how the economy can work there. If the people are investing from there, leave it for the foreigners. The foreigners are more clever because once they see that people in the same country are not allowed to invest and all those things. They know how to handle this type of thing. At the end of the day, we'll see how these things will play out. But a stick in time saves lives. I don't know what, again, we are going to be talking, but in the part, watch out for part 2. We'll continue, and you basically learn a lot from this. But what I'm telling our people in this channel is that there are many areas you can invest. I will also have done in this channel how we can actually draw some of those population. If you look at, if they say 20 million in Lagos, if our people don't have population there, we have, out of that 20 million, you bet me that at least 30% is from our people. So now, take even 20% from Lagos. From there, you will see the difference. Everything change again. And put that 20% in Onitsha or Aba or anything. You see how the whole economic things will change quickly. So it's not a rocket science. It's about knowing how to change things. I know our people might look foolish, but they are not foolish. But I do believe that they are reading the handwriting, and they are reading very soon. Think about Asaba. Asaba was less than 200,000 people just a few years ago. And look at the population that moved in there because of not just state creation, but during this time, this madness of some people that came up and started causing a lot of problem in our homeland by sit at home and forcing a lot of people to move away from the heartland and into Asaba. Look at how the economy suddenly pick up in Asaba. Asaba is as expensive as even Lagos, in parts of Lagos. Things are very expensive there because there are massive demand for things. Because of the population, they have to, as they say, man must work. So many people are demanding housing and all those things. So you can see what is happening in Asaba. In spite, the Delta state government has not actually invested the rich money that they are getting from oil in Asaba that much. They have not actually invested much. But it's just the people that flooded their building houses, buying all those things that created that economy. That's exactly what is happening in Lagos. It's not about the river. It's not about the seaport or international airports like some people enormously keep on talking about. Because if you look at most of the importation coming into Lagos also, they have to be moved to where the population centers in Nigeria, which happens to one of them, or two of them, or three of them will be our homeland. So that's what we are trying to say. But in part 2, watch out the part 2. I will Aku Rue Uno, Alaigbo nsugbe. Maka na oge elugo. You know, anya ya nọkwa na-eche ndị gọvanọ. Maka ị nọkwa na-eche ndị gọvanọ, ịmakwa na onwekwa ihe na-eme. Ị na-anya na steeti anyị nwecha Anambra everywhere. Ị ga-afụ na ndị gọvanọ adị emegharị arụ. Ọ bụrụ ndị a bụrụ egwu. Ihe a bụ nke bụ eziokwu. Ọ bụ na ha na-emegharị arụ. 4 years, 2-3 years, ịfụ ka ihe niile change. Egwu atụgharịa from Lagos to another place. It's not a rocket science. It's not something that we continue to wait for. 1 or 2 persons can make this change completely. It can happen. I tell you, believe me. Anyway, I will continue, but I am still called the NYE, the son of wonderful. Nwanne unu nwoke. Ọ bụ na ị hụrụ anyị n'anya, ịchọrọ ka ndị be anyị ihe gaala anyị ọfụma. Tụsa ozi a, tag ya ndị ọtụtụ ka anyị mara ife n'oge akara aka elugo. Aku Rue Uno, amala onye Palia. Udo dịrị unu.